welcome back to the session today. So let me start the session for today. Meanwhile, others can join parallelly. So yesterday and day before yesterday, we have demos on Oracle Fusion HCM Cloud Applications team. And as part of that, yesterday and day before yesterday, we were talking about the concepts like introduction to the ERP, then what are Fusion applications, then the cloud deployment options available in the Fusion applications like on-premise and cloud, and also what is the Fusion environment releases, basically, like in which year Oracle launched this product in the market. Since then, how the application got evolved, right, team? And then we have also seen what are the modules we have in this particular Oracle Fusion HCM Cloud application. What comes under functional and what comes under technical, all these things we have discussed, team. And in yesterday's session, I have explained you the concept of, the concept of certification in this Oracle Fusion HCM Cloud and how to get certified in this particular technology. I mean, how Oracle offering the certifications, like as I told you, module wise Oracle offering the certification, that all explained to you. And then we had the introduction with respective to the application. What are the different names that we will be calling the application? Okay. And what is production, what is test, and what is development environment? These all discussion we have seen, team. And also in the yesterday session, I have introduced to the application to you. Like once we log in into the system, okay, what are the basic home screen features, like what this area we will call it as, and what is this, or what are other couple of options we have here. That basic intro about the application we have seen in the yesterday session, team. Now from today, team, as I told you, we are going to start our actual regular sessions on Oracle HCM Cloud Applications team. So what will be the very first topic for taking up in order to start our training team? First topic that we are going to take will be the concept of security administration in the Fusion system. What is this security administration? Why it is required to know preliminarily before going ahead with any of the modules? Let us see the concept of security administration, team. So let me open in very fresh sheet. Okay. Security administration. So what we are going to see in security administration, team, in the Fusion application, when we're talking about security administration, team, we have to be discussing two concepts here. One is user account management. Okay. One thing is user account management and the other one is role management, team. So these are the two things that we will be discussing in the concept of security administration. User account management and role management. So what I mean by user account management, team, see, yesterday I have shown you how to log in into the system. Let me come out, team, and let me show you from beginning. So when we are trying to access the Fusion application, team, when we are trying to access the Fusion application, team, how we have to log in, I mean, how we can access, team. When I trying to search with my product, it is asking me for sign in. Okay. Currently already my details were auto saved, team. That's why it has automatically coming up. Let me sign out. Okay. Once and I will come in again. Okay. So once we come to the application and we are trying to log in, team, or enter into the application, team, it is asking me to provide the user ID and password. How this user account will be created in the system, and first of all, who will create this user accounts for us? For example, team, in our case, I told you, let's assume, team, Tata Group is the client or the customer who buying the product from Oracle. Now Tata planned to implement this Oracle Fusion system in their in-house HR operations team. Okay. Now what Tata Group did, Tata once purchased the license from Oracle. Tata given the project to Deloitte, which is a consulting IT company in the market. Now we will be working in these consulting companies as a Oracle Fusion HCM consultants, right team? Now we were mapped to the project for Tata Group. Okay, let's suppose we are a team of 7 to 8 members, let's assume. Okay, 7 to 8 members, including our project manager. We are the implementation team. So for our client Tata Group, Deloitte mapping their 7 to 8 resources for working for the Tata Group project team. So let's suppose team, whenever we are going to start the configurations in the system. Now Tata Group have to give access to our team members, right? Because we have to access the application and we have to start configuring all the setups like core HR, absence, payroll, talent, whatever the project scope we have to configure everything. Now, who will give this access team? Tata Group has to give access to our team members. So how in real time it will work is client will create one user team for all our team. Client will create one user for our project manager or team lead. Okay. For one of them, customer will create the user. Okay. Some implementation user, IMPL underscore user or something team. Okay. And they will provide all the access to that role user and it will be given to us. So let's assume team, once our team received the user account access, we can able to use that credentials and we can able to sign in. Now team, for rest of the team, the user accounts to be created, right? Client given only one user account team. Now we have to create for rest of all the team members, the user accounts in the system, because all of our people or all of our team members should able to access the application team. Okay. So client usually provide the super user. When I use a word super user team, it means that user account will have all the access in the system. I will come to that part team. How the access in the Fusion system will work means to the concept of roles. I will come to this in next 5 to 10 minutes. Now we are in the user account management team where the user account creation part we are going to see. So client gives us one user account that is super user for our team. So we will use that user credentials and we will log in into the system. And for rest of our team members, we have to create the user accounts so that they can able to access the application and they can start working on the project implementation team. That is one set of requirement. Now, when we're talking about user account management team, not only for our team members, how in the system for the employees, okay, how the not only our employee, not only for our team, whenever we talking about the security administration and whenever we're talking about user account creation team, we should also know how in the system basically for the employees the user accounts will be created. Let's suppose team, we configured core HR, absence, payroll, everything, and we hand over the application to the client. Now my client Tata Group started using the system for their day-to-day HR activities. So HR every day will be hiring their employees in the system. So whenever employees are being hired by the end users, by the Tata Group HRs, when they are hiring the employees in the system, how the user accounts for them will be created. That also we should know team. So when we are going to talk about the concept of user account management team, we are going to discuss about user account creation. How in the Fusion system, the user accounts will be created, right? It consists of for our team, our implementation team, and also the client employees in the system whoever the employees that they are going to hire in their day-to-day life, for them also how the application access, because whenever we are hiring the employees, we in the sense the client side HR people, when they're hiring the employees team, every employee in the organization should get access to the application team, because every day they have to apply, I mean not every day, like they have to apply their leaves, they have to check their pay slips, form 16s, or they have to complete their goals, they have to complete their performance evaluation, or they have to get access to their personal details, everything. So every employee in the system should able to get their credentials where they can log in into the system and they can access the application team. So in the user account management team, we are going to talk about that user account creation process. How in the Fusion application, the user accounts will be created for the implementation team, for our team members who are going to be implementing the system. And after that, once the client start using the application for their employees, when they're hiring the employees in the system, how the user accounts will be created. So user account creation in Fusion system will be happened in two ways. One is automatic or automatically created by system, and the other option is team. We have two ways how the user account creation in the Fusion system will be happen team. One is automatically created by the system, and the other one is team manually created. There are two ways how the user account in the Fusion system will be defined team. What is this, Kumar? Automatically creating by system. Whenever the hiring happening, basically team, once we hand over the system in the core HR module, all these hiring transactions, everything will take in place. So HR admin of our client will come to my client groups, and here they have something called a new person sub-functional area. If they go to new person here team, they can able to perform the hiring of the employees. So here, after coming to new person, they can pick up this task for hiring the new employees in the system. So whenever they hiring the employee team, once all the details of the employee given, like we have identification, person info, employment, compensation details, all these things. Once we complete all the details, click on save and submit, and the person record created in the system team and employee record created in the system, automatically application will create the user account to the employees. That is a standard behavior in the system. Automatically created by the system. For whom? For the employees in the system. For employees team, system itself automatically generates the user account. Whenever HR admin hiring the employees in the application team, okay, in so-called company, in so-called department, in so-called location, whenever they are hiring the employee in the system, once the hiring completed, once the worker record created in the system, user account for that employee also will be generated by the system. That is automatically created by the application team. Then we have one more way called See, here for automatic concept to work on, we have some other place where we have to enable that feature that I will tell you. But as of now, keep in mind, we have two ways for creating the user accounts in the system. For all the employees, automatically system will create the user account whenever their record is creating team. Then what is this manual creation team? Let's suppose at the hiring time, some mandatory information is required team. Like we can set up in the Fusion application, the user account rules we can set up team. Like what will be the username, like employee email, employee first name dot last name, or employee person number. what will be the user ID allocation to the employees in the system, we are going to define user account rules. For example, team, currently in the system, the user ID for all the employees set it up as their email ID, team. For every employee, their email ID will be the user account ID. That is what configured in the system in the user account rules. I will show you that one. Let's suppose. So when HR hiring the employee in the system, in the second tab, okay, once HR go to the second tab, here they can capture the email details. So let me give some raw information as of now. Okay. That's okay. Okay. I'm giving some legal employer details and I will give some random info here. So when HR hiring the employee team, when HR come to the second tab, personal information tab, here we will be capturing the personal address details of that employee, phone details, and here we will capture email details. Let's suppose, team, in the system, when HR hiring the new employee, they have not given the email details and they proceed with the hiring task. They completed the hiring. But in the system, for user account creation, email ID is mandatory, is what we configured here. In the security administration area, team, we can define the user account rules. The username rule we can configure according to our client requirement. Like they want first name dot last name combination. For all the employees, what will be the user ID or username pattern or email ID of the employees, employee numbers, like that. So let's suppose here, team, the rule configured like the user IDs for every employee will be their email ID. But unfortunately, when hiring the employee, HR have not captured the email details and proceed further and created the account. Now, what will happen to this employee record, team? Worker record will be created, the hiring completed, but user account system will not create. So due to some data discrepancies, sometimes the application could not able to create the user accounts automatically for the employees team. In that case, HR admin have to manually go and create the user accounts team. So these are the two ways we have how the user account creation in the system will be created. Okay, this is for employees team. But let's suppose coming to our implementation team, we are not the employees in the client organization. Means our team members will not be hired in the system, right or wrong, team? We will be not hired in the system. Why? We are external associating people. We are the third party or we are the implementing partners for your client Tata Group. So our team members will not be hired in the application team. Then how, Kumar, if we are not hired in the system as employees, how the user accounts will be created for them? So if you want to create the user account for the implementation team, means for us, when we go for a project team, because we will not be considered as employees, we will not be hired in the system team, but still all of our team members requires user accounts, just user accounts to access the application and to configure everything. So for our team, you can go in the system and you can manually define the user accounts. Automation or automatically created by the system will work in the case of employees. Like whenever you hire an employee and you are hiring the employee in the system, then for them, system will take care team. In that also, any data discrepancies system identified, system cannot create the user account team. Then HR have to rely upon manually. Then on top of employees, for our implementation team, if we have to get the user accounts defined for all our team members team, we have to manually go in the system and we have to define. How that will happen? Let me show you. First, I will talk about this manual way of creation team. This will be done by default whenever hiring happening team. Okay. So how we can create the user accounts team? First, I will talk about our implementation team members. Now we got the access to the application team. Client given one account for all of us, one super user account, client given with all access in the system. By using that credentials, we have to log in and we have to create the user accounts for all our rest of the team members so that all of our team members will have access to the application team and we can start working on the modules that what our project manager allocating to us on whatever the task we want to do. Now, where I have to go in the system for creating the user accounts team, the entire security concept in the Fusion application will be handled in a one single area called security console, where you can find that one. Once after logging into the system team, click on this right side taskbar, the arrow. Here you will see a functional area called tools. There is something called tools here, right? Go to tools. Under these tools, we have something here called team security console. This is what I am telling about. The entire security administration in the Fusion application will be handled in a one single functional area called security console. Go to tools. Under that, you will find something called security console. Go to that security console team. And then you will land upon this particular page. You can click on OK. And here you can see a couple of options team, roles, users, analytics, certificate, categories. I will come to roles in next 10 minutes team. Now, once you come to this particular page, go to users here. Go to users here. So once you go to users here team, you can see the page coming as user account. Now, as a person, if you want to, or as an admin, if you want to create any user accounts team for our team members, you have to come to this users, then you will land up on user accounts. And then here team, we have something called add user account. See, come to add user account. And then team, you will land upon add user account page. And here we have to provide the respective information. Now team, whenever we creating the user account, system will ask associated person information and associated person type. Here we have two options team. One is none and other one is worker. I told you, right team, in the manual way of user account creations in the system, we can create for our implementation team who are non-employees in the system. At the same time, for any employee, if system misses creating the user account, then also you have to manually define, I told. So here team, person type, it will ask whenever we creating the user account. Are you creating just a user account in the system for your implementation team members, or are you creating the user account for any employee who already hired in the system? If any person missed it with the user account creation team, if you want to manually define, then team, come to associated person type and choose worker. Worker means employee in the system, the client employees in the system who are already hired. The moment I select worker team, one more field will open. See, the moment I choose worker, one more field will open called worker name. Now system will ask for which worker you are creating the user account. Here team, I have a magnifier. I can click on this and I can search for the workers who are already hired in the system. So I'm searching with some person with the name John, let's say. So I can see the person team, then I can select. So if for this John in the system, currently user account is not defined. That is why he is coming up here team. Okay, so if any employee who got missed with the user account creation by the system when hiring due to some data discrepancy, HR can come and can create the user account like this. Choose the person type as worker and search the employee team. It's a demo instance, right? already some employees data available team. That is the reason I can see John. Select, click on OK. Then all the details will fill up automatically. First name, last name, his email ID, then username, everything synchronized from his personal level details in the system already, which we captured. That is team for the employee. But I am telling for our implementation team. We are not employees in the client application team. We were not hired in the system. But how I can create team? If you are creating a user account for other than employees, means for our implementation team members, let's say, choose the person type as none. Let me cancel it and come to the screen freshly. Add user account and choose the person type as none. For employees, if you are creating, choose worker and search that worker for whom you are creating the user account. If you are creating just user account, it's not for employees, for our implementation people, for our team members team, then keep associated person type as none. Then account information always keep as active. When Kumar, the account will come locked, I will tell that in next 5 minutes team. Okay, just wait for 5 minutes. I will tell you when the account will get locked. But by default, when we creating the user account team, we have to keep the status as active. Then only that account will be live in the system. Then by default, user category will come as default. When you are working in the real time in your client application team, you will find here only one option. This Genpact you won't find. Why it is coming, we will discuss. We have a separate topic called user categories team here. By default, the option will come as default team. And here you have to capture the details. First name, last name. Let's say team, I'm creating a person with the name TrioTech Kumar. First name is TrioTech, second name is Kumar. Now see team, the moment I given first name and last name, see the username taken up with a combination of first name dot last name. Who told in the system that for all the employees or for all the users, the username format should be first name dot last name? That is interesting. That we should know from where it is coming. That actually coming from this user category team. In the system, we can set up the user account rules. Okay, which username format it should take for all the employee users or any user account you are creating. Then the password policy, complexity, very complex, simple, password, expiry settings, all that stuff. So once we reach to the category, I will talk about them team. So how to create the user account means like this team. Come to users, click on add user account, then person type keep as none, then first name, last name you can pass, then the username will take up team. Then any email that you want to provide, you can provide triotechkumar@gmail.com, whatever his email you can provide team. Then password. So let me give some password team. Okay, and confirming the password. What is the password for this user? So username I have given and the password I have given team. Still here, okay. What is this then? There is something called rules coming up here. Creating the user account will suffice your requirement? No team. Creating just a user account is not at all sufficient in the system. Then team, the concept of role management will come into the picture. What do you mean by role management team? Now, I logged in with my user HCM_IMPL, right? So when I log in team, let me open that. See, if you want to access another window, you can open another new tab also team. As it is a cloud-based application, simultaneously you can work on different tabs. So see team, when I log in with my user HCM_IMPL, I could able to see several functional areas, sub-functional areas under that. I could able to see my client groups, I could able to see my team, then I could able to see benefits, help desk, subscription management. This is not part of HCM, but still I could able to access that. Then contract management, receivables, general account, these all are financials. I could able to access different functional areas, under them different sub-functional areas team. First of all, how the access to this user provisioned in the system team. When I log in as a HCM underscore IMPL with my credentials, I could able to see several functionalities on the application team. How this access being provisioned to this user team in the Fusion application, the entire security will be working on a single concept called RBAC, RBAC. It stands for Roles Based Access Control. In the entire Fusion system team, the access will be working on a concept called RBAC. The security is working on a concept called RBAC, Roles Based Access Control. Means what? Whenever the user account creating in the system, for that particular user, we have to assign certain roles to them. What we have to do, team? We have to assign certain roles to that user. Then only he will be able to access that functional areas team. By default in the system, whenever a customer buy this license from Oracle, standardly Oracle for every business area delivers the standard roles team. For example, I have these modules, right? If I list out them here, team, for every module, Oracle standardly given certain roles. Okay. For example, team, some of the roles I will list out here. If I go with core HR, absence, then talent. For these three modules, team, Oracle given us the roles like human resource manager, then human resource specialist, okay, then human resource analyst, like that. Then for payroll module team, we have the roles Oracle given like payroll administrator, okay, then payroll manager, like that we have the roles team. For core HR, absence and talent, these roles will be sufficient. For payroll, we have these roles. For compensation, we have the roles like compensation, okay, compensation administrator, then compensation manager, like that we have roles team. For benefits module, we have again benefits specialist, then benefits manager, like that we have roles team. If you go to OLC, for this we have something like learning specialist, like that. If you go to ORC, we have recruiting, okay, specialist, okay, then hiring manager, like that we have couple of roles for recruiting module. For every module in the system, not only functional areas team, if I list out for the other components on the technical side also, for every business area or for every module, Oracle standardly delivers certain roles team in order to access the functionalities related to the module. Let's suppose team, I want to work on payroll module. Then I should be assigned with payroll module related roles in the system. Then only when I log in with my user account, I will be accessed to payroll related module functionalities or screens team. If I want to work on core HR, absence and talent, then I should be assigned with these roles. If I have to work on compensation, then I should be assigned with these roles. Then for benefits, then for learning. For every module in the system or for every business area or functionalities in the system, Oracle delivers standard roles team. If any one of you from e-business suite background, there you used to have the concept of responsibility, right? You will create the user and you will assign the responsibility. But unlike e-business suite, in Fusion applications, Oracle came up with a concept called roles. If a user have to access the functionalities with respective to the business area or the module, the user account when creating in the system, the user should be assigned with the respective roles. That is what I am telling team. In the Fusion application, the entire security concept or the access to the users is working on a concept called roles based access control. Whatever the roles you assign to that user, to that areas that user will have access in the system. Once he log in with his credentials, he can able to access the functionalities or the screens related to that particular business area team. So whenever we creating the user account team, okay, here we have the roles section. After providing the user information, we have to give the roles, what role we want to assign team. So once I click on add role here, I will be able to access to all the roles that Oracle delivers in the system. Here team, I will try to assign first a very basic role. We have something called employee team. I will try to assign that role. And team, one more important point I want to tell you. Whenever we are trying to add the roles to any user, in real time also, whenever you are working team, when we searching with the role name, sometimes you will see duplicate names team. Means as it is a demo instance or in the real time also team, as per the requirement of the client, we can able to customize these roles and we can create duplicates to this one and we can work it upon. Okay, so whatever the role, here first row is role name and this is role code. Whatever the role code that you see starting with Aura, Aura stands for Oracle, O-R-A, Oracle, it stands for. The other roles, please ignore team, that is a duplicate of this one or copy of this one. Someone, when they practicing the security in this demo instance, they are doing that one, please ignore that. Select that role with starting with ORA team. So we have, how we have these roles for the modules team. We will be having a basic role called employee team. Like by adding this employee role, the user can able to access to his own personal records in the system. He will get access to his personal details. Okay. So I will do one thing. For our user Kumar TrioTech, I have selected that and click on add role membership. Close it. Only that employee role I have assigned a team. Now let us try to sign in with this user and let's check it out. What access this person is getting. So this is how team manually you have to create the user account. Means you can do, come to add user account, give the details, first name, last name, email, password, confirm password, then add role. What access you want to provide to this user, you can add team. So now I added only employee role. Let me click on save and close team. The user account in the system will be created successfully. Click on save and close. Now I can see this TrioTech.Kumar user account will be created in the system. So long time we are on the same screen. That is why it took some time, right? Now I want to cross verify whether that user account created in the system or not. Where I can check team. From here I went to create the new user account. So now team, in the users area only, you landed upon user accounts, right? Here you can search team. You can search. If you want to filter with username, you can search. I mean, if you want to search with username, keep username and search. If you want to search with his email, then keep email in the parameter and search with email. Or if you want to search with last name, first name, keep the respective parameter here team, and you can able to search the employee detail here. Now I created one user account called TrioTech Kumar. Let me search with that person team, Trio. See here, the user account created in the system. The username TrioTech.Kumar, and this is the email that which I have given to him. Okay. Now let me try to sign in with this new user account in the system and let's check it out, team. Now see, team, with my HCM underscore IMPL, whatever the current login that I am using for our training, how many functional areas I have to see, team? And if I click on the navigator also, how many functional areas I could able to see? Then even if I come to the right side settings and action, here also I could able to see many things, right? Now let me do one thing. Let me sign out as a HCM underscore IMPL login, like whatever the current login that I'm using, I'm logging out. Now let us try to sign in as TrioTech.Kumar. Okay. And then let me give the password that what I have given to him. Now CT, I'm trying to log in with the new user account which we created in the system. Click on sign. Now CT, what access this person Kumar will have in the system? What access this person Kumar will have in the system? Now see, good evening, TrioTech Kumar. What I have, team? Me, some procurement tools, and within tools also, where is security console? Others. See, if I come to navigator also, only minimal, me procurement. As I enrolled only one role to him, that is employee basic role I have assigned. So whenever in the system, team, employee role, when you assign, this me functional area will come. Means the person at least can access his personal details here, team. Now, even if I come to the right side settings and action, only minimal options I am seeing here, right? Now let us do one thing. Let us try to add more roles to the user and we will check it out, team. Now let me sign out and let us sign in back with our super user login, team, where I have all access, that is HCM underscore IMPL, right? Now I'm signing in back as a HR admin or super user login, team. Now what I will do, again, I will go to the same tools. Now, any sort of updations, if you want to do to the user account of any employee, team, as a HRs, they have to go to tools, security console, right? Then come to user, come to users, and here they have to search the user account. Now search the user account to TrioTech. This is the person, right? Now, as an admin in the system, if I want to do any sort of corrections, updations, anything, team, I can search the user account of any employee in the system here. Once it resulted, team, I can click on that display name. So once I click on the display name, I will enter into edit user account details page. Once I click on the display name, where I will be landed upon user account details, TrioTech Kumar. See, whenever we creating the user account just 10 minutes before, whatever the details we have given, the user category default, username, first name, last name, email, okay, then the role, what we have added, employee role, that all we have seen. And see, team, one more thing I want you to observe here. Whenever I'm creating a user account, the username combination automatically taken up. The moment I have given first name, last name, the combination taken up as first name dot last name. And when after I create the user account, when I come to the user account details, I could able to see some password expiration date coming. Today is what, team? Today is June 30th. Today I created the user account for this Kumar, right? Now exactly from today, 90 days, that is November, not November, team, September 28th, June 32, July, August, September. Exactly 90th day from today, the password expiration date trigger means after 90 days for Kumar, the password will be expired and Kumar have to reset the password. Who told that for every 90 days in the system, the password to be expired? That also we are going to see in this user category, team, that we will see in our next topic. Okay. Okay, come to user account details, team. If you want to add any further roles to the employee or any sort of corrections, if you want to do to the employee, we have an edit button here, team. Click on edit Okay. And then everything will become editable. Let's say you want to correct while creating, you have given some wrong details. You want to correct the first name, last name, email, any sort of corrections. If you want, you can do here team. Or if you want to add further roles here, we have add role team. Click on add role. And what we will do, certain other roles also we will add team. Like I will add my core HR related module roles. That is human resource manager. So I told you pick up the role with the code starting with ORA. Select that, click on add role. Then I will also add human resource specialist. All roles that what Oracle delivered, they are available here team. When you search with their names, you can see them. Then human resource specialist I added. Next team, let's say I will also add payroll admin. Okay, payroll administrator. I will add that one also. Then if you also want any compensation benefits, okay, and team, a part of these roles team, in order to access security console. For security console also we have a role team. Now I could able to come to tools and security console. For Kumar also, if I want to give access to the security console area, for security console also team, we have a role called IT security manager role. For everything, we have the roles available in the system team. I will give the list of roles as part of the materials. Okay. So if I want to give access to security console, then this IT security manager is required. Let me add that IT security manager. See team. Now this role also I'm adding to our employee Kumar or to our user Kumar. Now see team, along with employee, I am adding human resource manager, human resource specialist, payroll admin, IT security manager. Now let me click on save and close. Now further more roles I added to our user team. Now let us see what access will this Kumar will get. Earlier only limited access Kumar have, right? Now let us see team. Now see the roles are updated to our user Kumar in the system. Click on done. Now you can sign out from your super user login. Okay. Super user means simple. The user who have all access in the system. That's all. Means all roles were assigned to him. So as part of the training, I added all the roles to that user team. Now I'm logging in back with our TrioTech Kumar. Okay. Now check out team. Whether any enhancement in the access that you can observe, please find it out. Now see team. Now when I log in with TrioTech Kumar, I could able to see me, then my client group, then benefits, then procurement, tools. Now under tools, earlier security console was not there. Now see security console came. Earlier my client groups was not there. This is our core HR, absence, goals and performance related functional area team. See, here we can see goals, absence, performance, then new person. Earlier it was not there, but now it came to Kumar. And earlier under tools, security console is not there, but now it came. How it's happening team? This is what we should understand. In the Fusion application, the entire security access will be working on a concept called roles. Roles. So for every employee in the system or any implementation team user accounts, if you are creating, whatever the roles according to their work or the assignment will be given team, they will get access to all that functional areas or functionalities in the system team, right? Now let us see further more details, what admin can do with respect to the user account team. Now let me sign out as TrioTech Kumar and let me sign in back with our supervisor admin login team, HCM_IMPL. Now I will show you what an admin or a HR in the system can perform with respect to the user account team. Now let me go to tools, security console. Again, now I logged in back as my HCM_IMPL login, admin login team. You can call it as users. Then I will search with TrioTech. The person details came, user account came. Now here team, TrioTech Kumar forgot the password of his user account. Let's suppose team. So he requesting HR to reset the password. So HR admin can come to user account, search the user, then he can go to display name. Okay. And here team, beside edit button, there is something called edit password, reset password, right? So if we go to reset password team, as a HR admin, you can able to reset the password of the employee, the user account. We have a couple of options team. Automatically generate password if I choose, and if I click on reset password, system will send the reset password link to the concerned email of this user account. If not that, as a HR, you want to manually change, then select manually, and here you can change thing, whatever that you want to change, new password, confirm new password, and reset the password. So the employee Kumar, your password will get changed accordingly, team, and you can share it over the phone or email, whatever it is. Now see team, whenever I'm creating the user account or whenever I'm resetting the password policy coming, see, at least 8 characters, one number. Who told that in the system? My client is telling Kumar here, please give me custom logic. I want 8 characters, one number, 3 special characters, something like that. Can we do that one? We can do team. Even this password policy settings also will be handled in this category level. That I will talk probably in the next session. Today we cannot see that one. The user account setup rules. My client is telling, Kumar, I don't want the format of first name dot last name. In my organization, for all my employees, their email IDs should be the username for them. How to do that? Currently, first name and last name taking up automatically. How to change that username rule or password expiry rule or password complexity setting up. We have the scope to do all that customizations team. As per our client requirement, we have to configure that rules here. That will be. I will talk about that team. Now team, I will also talk about something here team. If you come to the user account page, when you search the user team, here also we have an action button. See, if you click on action button here, we have a couple of things what a HR can do for the employee or any user account team. There is something called a lock account. What is that team? If I do lock account, what happens team? Currently lock would know, right? Now if I click on lock account, I'm clicking on yes, you are able to lock the account. Now see, it locked, right? Now let me open another incognito window team. Okay, and let me try to log in with TrioTech Kumar. I opened one more window. Okay, and I'm trying to log in with the employee TrioTech Kumar, the same user ID and password. Now see team, when I'm signing in, what it shown? Authentication failed. Why? Because that account locked in the system. So if HR locks the account for the employee user account or employee or any other implementation user account for anything, anyone, the account will not work team. Why Kumar it is required? It depends upon the business. Let's suppose team for 15 days organization suspended. Let's suppose this Kumar is employee in the system. For 15 days, organization decided to suspend this employee due to some miscellaneous behavior or something. Organization decided to suspend this fellow. Okay. For 15 days, this person Kumar should not able to access the system. So HR can come, can log the account. Now, once Kumar coming back to the job, then come to his account, and here only we have unlock account. See, unlock account. Now the lock will go as no. See, now see, if I come and if I try to log in, if I try to log in with the credentials, now see, I could able to log in. The user account controlling also HR can able to do. HR can log the account, and they can unlock the account. Now see, it's still loading. It will get into that team. Employee can able to sign into the system. The same credentials. I have not even changed that. But earlier it showed me authentication failed. Now it allowing me to log in team. So that is about locked. During some other situations also, team, account will become automatically locked by the system. Whenever employee trying to attempt with wrong password, the standard Oracle taken rule will be 3 times. More than 3 times, if employee trying with wrong password as a security breach, system automatically will lock his account. Many times I will be facing the issue when I share the access to you people, because we will be sharing the application access to all of you for practicing. When you all people accessing the system, usually people will try with some wrong passwords, something like that, out of all your bunch of people. So every time people used to complain me, Kumar, authentication failed. The reason is password is being given wrongly for more than thrice, then the account will get logged. Then again, we have to come to action and we have to unlock the account during that time. So that is about locking and unlocking of the account and the behavior in the system. It will be their team. Now coming to the reset password. When we enter into the details also, we have the reset password button available here, team. The same reset password HR can able to do from here also. Action, reset password. From here also, if HR want to reset the password of the employee, he or she can do accordingly. Then delete the account. What is this, Kumar? Let's suppose, team, wrongly I created the user account for any person. I want to delete it. If I click on delete, team, permanently this account from the system will be deleted. The user cannot access anymore with his credentials. That is delete account. Then, team, we have compare users. What is that? Now, as a HR admin, I want to compare two of my employees, like what access both of them have. I want to compare TrioTech Kumar and some other employee. So that I can do as a HR admin team. Come to action, compare user. So this is Kumar, right? Here you can filter second user. Whoever in the system you want to compare with Kumar, you can search with any user team. I'm searching with HCM. So some person HCM.June is there. Let me compare with this. Compare. So two employees, if you want to compare team, select both the employees and click on compare. Here you can see what roles or what functionalities access they have in the system. See, there is something called absence implementation. TrioTech Kumar is having no access, but this HCM June user having access. See, like in which employee that screen access is there, in which employee that access is not there. If you want to compare team, all the functionalities, artifact means all the functionalities in the system across the module, what this person have and what this person don't have, or what this person have, what this person don't have. Even you can export to the Excel and you can compare team. This is just for informative thing. As a HR, if you want to compare two of your employees, what roles both of them have, you can compare two users like this team. Okay. And then team, copy user. What is this? It's a very latest advanced feature came team. Earlier it was not there. In last year, in one of the quarterly upgrade, we received this option team, copy user. What is this? See team, I created a user called TrioTech Kumar. For this user, these are the roles I have given team. Okay. For this user, these are the roles I have given team. Employee, human resource manager, specialist, IT security, payroll. Now I want to create one more user with same roles team. Then again, why should I go to add user account, then give the details, then again adding one by one all the roles team? I can take this Kumar as a reference team. As a HR, I can come to the user whom I can take as a reference, and simply I can go to actions team. I can choose copy user. Now all the details of Kumar will be copied team. See, now I landed upon add user account screen. Here I can give whatever the new person details. And if you see here, the roles, the role information from Kumar copied here. So this will make the HR's work easy, right? Again, adding one by one all the roles. Any reference user you can take. Okay, you can choose copy and you can continue with the user account creation. I can give the details of the new user, what I want to create, and I can click on save and close. This is about team copy user functionality within the user account. So these are the things, team, that what a HR admin in the system or any admin in the system can perform for the user account. So what we have seen so far, how to create the user account manually in the system, we have seen. And when we creating the user account, what I'm telling team, we have to add the roles to that user account. Now team, we have a couple of other options also. Add auto provision. Let me go to our employee team, that is Kumar, our user team Kumar. So here, whenever I added the rules to the employee team or edit anything, we have some other options coming up beside add role. Add auto provision rules. What is this, team? See, in our preliminary understanding of security, team, our main focus or my main focus to make you clear how the concept of security in the Fusion system is working, how the user accounts to be created, and how the access to be provisioned, team. But in the concept of roles, we have a lot more things to discuss, team. Because I am telling for each of the modules or the functional areas, Oracle standardly delivers the rules I am telling. But in real time, we will not directly assign the standard Oracle deliver roles team. We have a concept in the role management where we have to customize the rules according to our client requirement, and we have to define team. So we have a separate concept in the role management, and within role management, when we're talking about the roles team, we have to talk about types of roles. Types of roles. We have different types of roles available in the system. We have something like team, job roles. We have something like data roles. Okay. Then we have something like abstract roles. And we have something like team, duty roles, or aggregate privileges. We have again the concept team within the roles, but this concept I'm not going to take in our initial discussion. As of now, you be in the understanding how the user accounts will be created in the system and how the access in the Fusion system will be working. When you practicing also team, whatever the user accounts that you are creating, you directly assign whatever the Oracle delivered rules to the user account to access different screens team. But once we complete our functional training like core HR, absence, payroll, talent, I'm going to again take up the security concept team, where during that time, I will talk about role management in the system. Because in every implementation team, we have something called a data restriction coming into the picture. Okay, like for example, I will tell you, which is just small example team. Let's suppose team, my client Tata have two companies, Tata Motors Private Limited, and we have something like Tata Steels Private Limited team. Okay, our client having two companies, Tata Motors and Tata Steels. So we are implementing that two companies in this application team. Let's suppose team, here I have an employee called Mr. Suresh is there. And here I have an employee called Mr. Rajiv is there team. So Mr. Suresh is working as HR manager for Tata Motors. And Mr. Rajiv working in Tata Steels as a HR manager team. Okay. Now, when Suresh log into the system, basically team in the Fusion application, where the HRs can able to see the employees data in order to perform any sort of transactions in core HR module team. If they go to my client group, they have something called person management team. Here they will hire the employees, and if they want to get into the details of any employees, they can go to person management. Basically, these all are end user transactions team. And if they come and search with any employee team, they can able to see the employee details here. Okay. Now team, when Suresh login into the system and when Suresh trying to search for any employee, Mr. Suresh should only have access to the employees of Tata Motors Private Limited. He belonged to this company. But Suresh should not access the data of Tata Steels. And same goes with Rajiv. When Rajiv login into the system team, he should able to see employees data of Tata Steels only because he is HR of this company. Rajiv should not able to see the data of Tata Motors, right? This type of data restrictions will be their team because when a client purchasing the license from Oracle, for company to company, your client might have different companies operating across different countries team. For all of them, the application will be same. There won't be different application for different company of your client. All the companies of your client will be using the same application team. All they will be configured in the same application. Then how that restrictions will happen within the roles team, we are going to discuss that concept. So that is why the roles were categorized into different types. So what is a job role? What is a data role, abstract role, duty role, how to create custom roles in the system, how to enable the data restriction to them. That all we are going to see separately once our functional training completed. Why, Kumar, you are postponing that to after functional training? Because team, I want every one of you to be clear on all the screens. Core HR means what are all the screens we have? What are all the setups or the tasks or the functionalities we have? Absence module, in that module, what are the configurational tasks we have? What we will do in that? Once, if you people are familiar with all that application setups and tasks of each module, then you can easily understand which role is giving what access in the system team. That is the reason the concept of role management we will take up after our functional training team. Once our modules are completed, again we are going to take the security concept and we are going to see customly or customizing the roles everything team. And within the concept of role management team, we have something called auto provisioning of rules. We have something called auto provisioning of rules. There is a concept. What is this team? Here you are telling, forget about for some time for the implementation team or any other, just user accounts. If you want to create manually, you can define telling. But all the employees in the system, automatically system will create the user accounts. You are telling, Kumar. When system generating the user account, again HR go to the security console, then search the user, and HR should add the roles manually. That is again a double work, right? If system generating the user account means system only should auto provision the roles also to the employee, right? So that's why in the role management team, Oracle have given a concept called auto provisioning of roles. For all the roles team, you can write certain rules or conditions. Like if employee hiring in this company, in this department, in this location, in this position, in this job, then this role is eligible. Like that team, for all the roles in the system, we are going to write certain conditions or rules. Whenever hiring happening, whenever user account is being created by the system, as per the eligibility of the employee to the role, automatically the roles also will be tagged to the employees team. That is what concept of role provisioning. So here also you can see that one. Add auto provisioning roles. If I click on, for any roles in the system, this person is becoming eligible, that will be auto triggered. But usually at the hiring time only, system will take care team. That is about that one. So we are going to see even that concept also in the role management discussion. When we are talking about the custom role creation, I will also enable this auto provisioning roles in the system and we will see how it is working team. So here, when we creating the user account team, I added the roles now. I am on the edit screen now, right? If I click on, let me come to cancel. I'm on the edit screen now. Here team, I have the option to add roles. But here I have something, a requirement that Kumar, I have wrongly added the payroll admin role to this user. Can I remove that one? How? Here add role we have. If you want to remove the existing roles to the user team, you can come and you can click on the cross icon here. See the delete option. You can delete it. Let's say if you want to remove all the roles at one shot, click on remove all roles. At one shot, all the roles will be removed. So I'm trying to explain the basic cosmetic level features on the screen team. That is about remove all roles. So this is about team user account creation in the system. Okay. I will conclude the topic here for today, team. In next session on Monday, when we are going to talk, I will be talking about the concept of user category team. Like whenever we creating the user account, there is something called user category coming. What is this user category is about? Why? Because the moment I give and see, now I will give TrioTech. Okay. Then I'm giving something like Varma. Some first name, last name I have given, right? As of now, username is nothing, blank. The moment I given first name and last name, see, automatically system taking the combination as first name dot last name. Let's say if I come to password, here there is some I icon available. What is that? See, password policy, simple, at least 8 characters, one number. From where these all are coming? Huh? Or after I creating the user account, password expiration date trigger exactly 90th day from today. How it is coming? Or let's say team, one more I will show you. One more I will show you. I already created a user account with the first name and last name as TrioTech and Kumar. Let's suppose team. Okay. Okay. What happened? It got stuck or what? Okay. Now team, I already created one user with TrioTech Kumar. First name as TrioTech and last name as Kumar. Now team, if I click on add user account, let's say I'm trying to create one more account with the same first name and last name. TrioTech and last name as Kumar. Now see what system will take. Some combination system taken up. See TrioTech dot a dot Kumar. Why is it happening, team? Why is it happening? The duplication occurs. In real time also that happens. Employees might have common names. Anand Kumar is there, let's suppose, or Satish Kumar is there. I have one person joined in the organization with first name Satish, last name Kumar. After 1 month, one more employee joining, that person name also Satish, first name, last name Kumar. Duplication occurs, right? During that time, how system will behave for user account creations. Some alphabet it inserted here. That all coming from this category team. So in the Fusion system, we have something called user categories, where we are going to define the user account rules and the password policy rules for the user account creation team. That user category concept I will take up in the next session. And one more thing before closing the discussion for today. I created the account team. I can see the status active. Sometimes you can see the status coming as inactive. When the account will become inactive, team, whenever employee resigned his job in the core HR module team, hiring will happen. At the same time, if employee want to leave the organization, he will submit the resignation in the system. When employees submit the resignation team, with effective to his last end date or last working date, his user account will become inactive. All the roles will be revoked from the user account at that point. That's a seeded behavior in the system. Whenever an employee resigns, I'm talking about employee records team, for the user accounts of employees in the system. Whenever employee resign to their job, automatically system will change the status to inactive. Means post his last working date, once the account is inactive, he cannot use his credentials. The credentials won't work with the employee's team. System will revoke the access after his termination, right? That is one of the behavior in the system. So this is about team creating the user accounts manually in the system team. Automatic, we no need to create. Whenever hiring happening for the employees, system automatically will generate. If you want to cross verify them, you can come to user account and you can search with the employee name, whatever it is team. And other than employees, for just user accounts, if you are creating for the entire implementation team, then this is the way team. So when we go for a project also, as client gives us the main super user login team, rest of all the team members, we have to create the user account in this way. We will go to security console, create the user account, and we will add